What's up, YouTube? Chris here from Lock It Tech. Today we are going to take a look and review a Model Y.
What?
Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Chris, you haven't taken delivery of your Model Y yet. How in the world are you going to give us a review of one? Well, we are going to take a trip over to my brother-in-law, Kevin. We're going to go take a look at his Model Y. We're gonna break it all down. He's got a 5-seater. We're gonna talk to him about why he switched from a Model 3 to a Model Y. And we're gonna bring along the family on this trip. So let's go ahead and get everybody packed in. So we got this dude who just keeps circling us like a shark.
The Tesla.
It's always the Tesla. The Tesla is just sexy and it's just amazing. So we're here with Michelle's brother Kevin, who took ownership. He took delivery of his Tesla Model Y beginning of February, right?
Yeah.
Now Kevin got the
On the first, actually.
Ooh, on the first. He got the 5-seater, and he got it in the white, obviously, which is just awesome. I really do like the white. I'm just afraid we're never going to be able to keep it white. Tell us why you moved from the Model 3 to the Model Y.
So the Model 3 was my first electric vehicle. After getting that, a couple months in, I realized that that was not going to change, and I was not going to be going back to a combustion engine vehicle. I am in love with the Teslas.
No ice for you?
No. Because it was my first electric vehicle, I got the standard range plus model, so I didn't have the all-wheel drive, didn't have the long range options. So I was, based on the resale value, I was looking at upgrading to one of the all-wheel drive or long range versions anyway, and that was right after the Model Y had been out for a few months. So I started looking at some videos of the Model Y, and the Model Y is just a bit more of a family-friendly car, and you really don't give up much performance at all. It's still extremely torquey, really fast.
What differences did you find between the Model 3 and the Y?
Yeah, so the interior up front, you don't feel any difference at all, and that's really including the screen, like the center screen and everything. Like, it all feels almost exactly the same. The Model Y feels like a much a higher quality vehicle, and I'm not sure whether that's just because they updated the parts that they're using. The large differences, other than the storage space, obviously, is a few extra features, like this has a USB in the glove box. It comes standard with a wireless charger. My Model 3 did not, although I think they do that standard on the Model 3s now. The back seats auto fold, the trunk auto closes, and the back seats also have a reclining feature. It doesn't recline much, just a couple inches, but they do recline, so it makes it a bit more comfortable. Lots of headroom. One of the other big differences is in the Model 3, right about here, there is a cloth-like ceiling, even though the exterior is all glass. This has a much more open feel, and the glass roof is just gorgeous on this car. So I obviously, like I said, I moved from the standard range plus of the Model 3, so this is actually much torqueier than that is. I think the 0 to 60 on this is 4.7 seconds, when the 0 to 60 on that is like 5.3.
And you lucked out, and you got the heated steering wheel. Even though, like, it's technically not really an option yet.
Yeah.
They don't even advertise it yet.
Yeah, you can see it on the screen here. So, like, this is, you can turn everything off at once, or, turn everything on individually. You can set it so that it turns on automatically when you set the climate controls up for your car. But yeah, that was a nice surprise. I did not realize that I was going to get a heated steering wheel. We actually asked about it at the dealership when we were making the purchase, and they said that it was not an option yet, and showed up with it. So happy day.
Whoa. Yep, that's awesome. That's just, yeah, it's a lot of fun. That's why you get a Tesla, people. I mean, let's be real. Okay, yeah, we all want to save the planet and stuff, but you really buy it because it just throws you back.
It certainly throws you in your seat.
Yeah, for real. That's the money right there. Obviously, we're in the Northeast, right? So, I mean, there's snow out right now, like everywhere. It just snowed yesterday. It's been freaking cold for the last, like, forever, it feels like. Have you noticed that it impacts your range at all?
So a little bit, not dramatically. There's some things you can do to improve your range. Actually, something Tesla emails you at the start of every winter season and sends out like winter reminders, and like they tell you to use your seat warmers instead of keeping your interior temperature high and things like that.
So you don't have full self-drive, right?
I do not.
You have the Autopilot.
No, and I got to tell you, the Autopilot actually does quite well. I use it on most roads. You know, like I will, as we turn here, I would traditionally put it on and just use it anytime I'm on a major or somewhat major road. Any road that has, you know, the lines, I will typically use self-driving. You know, it makes other people a bit nervous, but I actually trust it quite a bit after using it for the amount of time I have. Occasionally it'll do something wonky, like when lanes are coming together, it'll try and push you to a different lane than you would expect or something of that nature. But after you use it for a few months, you really start to get the feel of how it's going to react, and it starts to make sense, and I trust it probably more than I should. What I do, which is I cross my legs like this, and my foot or my leg will put enough pressure on there to prevent the
oh, that's a nice little move too.
So that is traditionally what I will do.
That is awesome. So we're in Autopilot. You could tell because the lanes went blue, and you got that little blue mark up top that's showing you the speed, and it is just controlling based off of how far we are there. Dude, this is pretty crazy. So even when I test drove it, I didn't really get a chance to play around with the Autopilot because I was too busy having fun driving it. So I didn't really mess around with it. So this is like my first time really kind of experiencing it. This is pretty nuts. I mean, we're driving pretty slow, and it's doing an amazing job of keeping the distance.
Some of the places where it'll run into problems is if somebody turns in front of you while you're driving. You know, if somebody's making a turn like across the front of the vehicle, it will a lot of times brake more than you would want it to for that when it senses that car come across.
So that was definitely insane. So this car in front of us, it stopped, came to a complete stop. The car came to a complete stop on a hill nonetheless. And then the car just started to go, and this just started to go. So like it's not even just for highway use. You can even use Autopilot like just driving around town.
Yeah, and there's so it's like a beta mode in your car options. So if you go into Autopilot here, full self-driving and auto steer. So this is like a visualization preview, so you see like some of the things that you would see on full self-driving, and then auto steer beta is what is the functionality that will like keep you in your lane and things like that. So when you're looking at the board here, just a trick is you know, you have your speed limit. If you have the number of the speed limit and a circle there, that shows that you can basically use a cruise control function, and you know, if you tap down once, it will set you at that speed, and it will not keep you in your lane. What shows you that you can do the auto steer is when that steering wheel is up there. If your car is in a place where you can't use that auto steer functionality, that steering wheel will be gone. And to do that is just 2 taps down.
That's awesome.
And if you go 4 taps down,
more cowbell.
I got a fever.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell. Thank you, Bruce.
All right, well, thanks for coming along and checking out the Model Y. We're going to head back to his house and see the shenanigans that our children are causing, which I'm sure will be insane. And there we go again. Take off. Oh, slow down. All right. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. All right, so we'll see you back there. Thank you very much. Have a good one.
See you guys.
Hey guys, I just realized we never did the outro when we were in the car. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure if you like the video to chuck a big old like on it. It really, really helps. We're a new channel. Those likes they go a long way. If you're new, make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you're looking to buy a Tesla for yourself, make sure to go ahead and use a referral code. Ours is in the description down below. We would greatly appreciate it if you used ours. It will go ahead and give you 1,000 miles of supercharging for free. It will give us 1,000 miles of supercharging for free. We would be extremely grateful if you used it. If not, that's okay. Just make sure you use somebody's. Thank you so much, guys. Like, share, subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.